Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1957 Royal Quiet De Luxe vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. I believe it's a custom color. It looks professional, but I don't think Royal ever produced a gold painted typewriter like this. And you can see a little bit of the teal is showing up, and the serial number calls for the teal color on this. So it was teal originally, and then it was either painted factory by Royal as a custom job, or somebody else did it, but it looks professional. It doesn't look like somebody did it in their garage. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers and a scale. Margins are magic margins on each side. So if I want the right margin on the edge, then I'll just hold the carriage release and the magic margin at the same time and move that margin all the way to the edge. If I wanted it at the middle, then I'll put the cursor where I want it, and then I'll push the magic margin button at the top right there where my pointer finger is, and it sends the margin to that spot. I'm going to move it to the edge so I got a good clearance right there. And same with the left side, but you don't really have to use the carriage release because this moves automatically when you push it to that side. So if you want it right there, you just push that left button and it sends the margin to that spot. If you want it on the edge, you just push the magic margin to where you want it and then let it go. And that's where the margins are. So now we have pretty good clearance. You hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space to get you back to the beginning. It skips 1 or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch forward. It skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. Switch from black to red. There's this, I believe that. Just trying to make sure I'm on the right line there. Okay. To switch from black to red, there's a switch on the right side here. Flip it to the left, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. If you move it all the way down and over to the right, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. I'm going to move that over for red. Beautiful typing machine. This is one of the most popular models of all time. The print looks really good. It's got custom font, which is book face, and it's Elite, which prints 12 characters per inch, versus the standard, which is Pika, 10 characters per inch. So this is a little bit smaller. You can fit more words on a page with this font. Most typewriters came with one or the other. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier, load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to flip this down for now. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Works great. We're going to move that color back to the middle to print the top portion of the ribbon for now. Margin release on the right side of the keyboard. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It will allow you to go all the way to the end. That works good. This silver button here, if you push it, it pops the hood open, and then you can access the touch control and the spools. If the farther right you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them a little harder, but they respond faster, so you can type faster with that. This is your ribbon reverse. So right now, pull into the right clockwise. If you want to switch it to the left, you flip it to the left, and it pulls counterclockwise to the left. That works good. On the right side of the carriage, behind the knob, is the carriage release. Very smooth. This is a very well preserved typewriter. Very nice condition all around. But as you can see some of the fading part. That's what happens. You know, over time it starts to fade in some parts, and you can see that it's painted over the Royal right here. So that's a normal Royal logo that's painted over. The front logo isn't painted over. The front logo is just this. They probably could just remove that when they were painting it. On the left side is the carriage release on the left. Very, very smooth. And this button here, if you push it in, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And the same concept with the this lever up top here. That's the line space. This is the, be a little bent. There we go. It's a little bent. And bend that back into shape, but that disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot. You push it back, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And then on the inside here is the page gauge. And you want to set it where it says set. And then you load the page and then it starts telling you when you're close to the end by the inch. So I believe that's by the inch. This, I'm used to Smith Corona page gauges. This is a Royal one. So that's what that does, and that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw.